Hello everyone, welcome to our 4th month video. The topics we will cover here include babies from 4 months and 1 day old up to 4 months and 29 days old. As you know, we have completed the 3rd month and also completed the 4th trimester. This means that your baby, who was in your womb, is now outside, and together you have completed a total of 1 year. When you spend 1 year with a person, you more or less think you know them, right? But your baby will continue to surprise you. This period is one of those stages full of surprises, and your baby will continue to amaze you. In previous baby development videos, we mentioned that colic pains usually begin toward the end of the 2nd or 3rd week and start to decrease after the 4th month. Yes, colic pains will begin to decrease. Yes, you may start sleeping through the night. However, during this period, you may encounter what we call sleep regression. This means that the routine you have created for your baby may temporarily break down, and afterward, your baby will continue to develop a better sleep-wake cycle. By this time, your baby has reached approximately twice their birth weight and can grow adequately with feedings every 3 to 4 hours, about 6 to 7 feedings per day. Everything we have described so far may make you think that your baby has developed predictable behaviors. However, as mentioned, you may encounter sleep regression syndrome, which can disrupt your sleep. Do not panic. Stay calm. This is a temporary phase. But how you manage this temporary phase is very important. My recommendation is to remain faithful to your sleep routine and bedtime routine. Stay calm and patient. Within a few weeks, this phase will end and your baby will be more balanced than before. Do not deviate from safe sleep practices. Prefer safe sleep as much as possible. Manage stress and remain calm. Because if you transfer stress to your baby will respond by crying more intensely. To receive the information we provide as early as possible, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you do not activate the bell, you may not receive notifications about our videos, and you may face the same problems even though the information exists. Without going into too much detail, you need to know this. You must maintain your habits. Your habits create balance for your baby, help reduce colic, and maintain the sleep-wake cycle. Whatever feeding routine you have followed so far should continue. If you breastfed, continue breastfeeding. If you use breast milk and formula, continue that way. If you used only formula, continue with that. Maintain the same feeding routine. In recent weeks, we mentioned that social behaviors have begun. Your baby started smiling, recognizing you and responding to you. This is when your baby's cutest stages begin. Take photos and create memories. One phrase we often use in neonatal intensive care is, observe the baby carefully, but touch less. Even though your baby is no longer a newborn, careful observation and correct interpretation behaviors are still very important. When needed, provide affection and appropriate care. I also recommend increasing healthy social interaction to manage stress. By social interaction, I do not mean taking your baby to cafes, especially smoking environments. Unfortunately, I observe parents taking newborns and strollers into smoking areas. Please do not do this. It is proven that cigarette smoke increases the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, permanently increases asthma, bronchitis, bronchiolitis, middle ear infections, and increases infection risk 7-fold. There is no doubt about this. When we move on to growth, your baby has reached approximately twice their birth weight. As mentioned before, for growth and development follow-up, visits to family health centers continue, where vaccinations and routine measurements of height, weight, and head circumference are taken. These measurements are plotted on percentile curves. It is more accurate to follow your baby's development based on percentile charts rather than personal assumptions. This helps reduce uncertainty. During this period, babies may begin rolling over when placed in the prone position. Rolling is important because many babies complete their first roll on the floor, so extra caution is needed. As discussed last month, babies can begin supported sitting, initially leaning against your body or sitting on your lap. Hand use improves, eye-hand coordination develops, and babies may hold rattles. During tummy time, babies can lift both their head and upper body. Babies begin reaching for objects with one hand. Intentional reaching increases as eye-hand coordination improves. Objects can be tracked horizontally up to 180 degrees, and hands may be brought to the mouth. During this period, babies begin establishing cause and effect relationships. They experiment to understand why events occur. They begin to understand object permanence, realizing that an object or a person does not disappear suddenly but may be hidden or relocated. Initially, vision was limited to about 30 centimeters, then expanded to 20 to 50 centimeters. Now, babies can focus on more distant objects, especially colorful, high-contrast items they like. Social interaction increases, smiling at people and attempting communication. Babies enjoy games during this period and may cry if they are not engaged. They may imitate facial expressions and sounds. Crying is no longer only related to hunger. Babies may cry due to boredom, fatigue, frustration, or hunger. You should seek medical evaluation if certain signs are absent. If your baby has strabismus, consult an ophthalmologist. If your baby has not gained at least half of their birth weight, for example, born at 3 kilograms and unable to reach 4.5 to 5 kilograms, further evaluation is needed. If your baby cannot hold their head, cannot sit with support, does not recognize faces, does not make eye contact, shows no smiling or social response, does not track moving object horizontally, or if there is significant bulging of the fontanelle, seek medical assessment immediately. A baby in the 4th month begins to show personality traits. This is a period when babies calm down and become more enjoyable. Babies begin reacting with frustration, boredom, or joy. They begin learning cause and effect relationships through repeated behaviors, such as throwing a rattle to hear a sound. Babies absorb everything like a sponge. They learn through repetition and experimentation. Favorite objects such as pacifiers, toys, or blankets should not be lost, as object permanence is developing. You can engage your baby with games, toys, and interaction. Hanging toys, rattles, and colorful moving objects stimulate vision and brain development. Stroller walks provide visual experiences that help babies build cause and effect understanding. Simple peekaboo games are ideal for this stage. Reading simple picture books is recommended, as babies associate images with spoken words. Supporting language development. During tummy time, place toys in front of your baby to encourage lifting and strengthening muscles. Supported sitting can be practiced using pillows, but never leave your baby unattended due to fall risk. Continue burping your baby after feedings. Protect your baby from insects by creating a safe environment and avoiding chemical repellents as much as possible. For sun exposure, avoid direct sunlight. Babies under 6 months should not use sunscreen. Use shade or hats instead. Bathing can be done every 2 to 3 days. If colic persists, daily baths followed by massage may help. Avoid frequent soap use to prevent skin dryness. Moisturize with natural oils after bathing. By this stage, babies can sleep up to 9 hours at night without feeding. Feeding every 3 to 4 hours, about 6 to 7 times daily, is sufficient. Teething and illness may temporarily disrupt routines. For complementary feeding, readiness signs include good head control, interest in food, tracking the spoon, opening the mouth, and doubling birth weight. Babies exclusively breastfed should not start complementary foods before 6 months. Formula-fed babies may start trial foods after 5 months. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends breastfeeding for at least 1 year, while the World Health Organization recommends continuing up to 24 months or longer. There is no strong evidence linking extended breastfeeding to behavioral issues. Avoid honey, cow's milk, and fruit juice under 1 year. Introduce one food at a time every 2 to 3 days to monitor for allergies. Egg yolk and white are no longer separated when introducing eggs. Sleep regression may cause night awakenings, irritability, and sleep refusal. This phase typically lasts 2 to 3 weeks and resolves naturally. Maintain consistent routines. Sleep sacks may be used instead of swaddling once babies can roll over. The 4th month vaccinations include second doses of DTaP, HIB, pneumococcal, and inactivated polio vaccines. Growth monitoring should continue using percentile charts. Hip dysplasia screening should be completed. Injury prevention becomes increasingly important as mobility increases. Finally, monitor for illness warning signs. Fever, poor feeding, lethargy, refusal to play, persistent vomiting after 4 months, inadequate weight gain, or developmental delays. Early intervention is crucial. Thank you for listening. Take care and goodbye.